Hello guys, welcome back. I got yelled at, Loki got yelled at, we all got yelled at. Long story short, Loki is exactly like Odin. He gets his way and then he doesn't want it. He was whiny and fussy and sad today because there was nobody to play with him and I was exhausted. And I tried Let's Plays for you guys all day long and I was too goddamn tired to even concentrate to do a Let's Play and I just kept doing it worse shit, so I stopped. And Loki, for his part, kept following me around, and he's always like this on my very worst days. Those are the days he truly is sure he needs to play or he will die. And I'm too fucking exhausted to move out of my chair, let alone anything else. And if you have fibro, you know what it's like. And he's wanting to play and thinking that if he wants to play enough, he'll magically get better. And long story short, I said, I'm going to Apollo for advice. I said, I know you don't like him. I said, but he will tell me the truth, because he doesn't lie. And I said, you might not like the truth you get from him, but I said, he will tell me the truth. He will give me good advice. Because Loki didn't know. And then Loki starts crying as I'm going to go to Apollo. Why don't I go to Loki for advice? I said, I've been asking you all damn day, and you've been going, I don't know. So I said, I'm going to Apollo. So I went to Apollo, and Apollo just, he was nice enough about it. And he was more than receptive, and I said, you were coming forward the other day, my lord, I'm sorry that I rebuffed you, but Loki, and he's well aware of Loki. He's well aware of Odin too, but luckily his infinite patience, usually. And he says, well, it seems to me you always do what your gods want to do, and you never do what you want to do, or you always do what viewers want you to do, and you never do what you want to do. He said, if you could live your own life for yourself, what would you do? And I thought about it, and I said, I suppose I would have International House of Awesome again, but I'm tired of playing referee. And he looked at me and he said, just yell louder. And the moment he said that, you know who jumps in, and he's giving Loki absolute hell, and he's saying, why is she like this? Why is she so tired? Why is she laying down? And Loki's whining, and Odin's snarling at him and yelling at him, saying, you never could heal worse shit. And he's telling me to get up. At first, it's the nice Odin voices. Come on, dear, get up. Come on, get up. I'm too tired. Can't get up. Can't get up. I said get up. And then he's poking you with Gungnir. And you get up. He's like, get up now. So he did give me enough energy to give up, and he did give me enough energy to get some stuff done. I'm still tired, but not like I was. And he's madder than hell with Loki. He said, God damn it. He says, you are not the one who was doing all the stuff keeping her upright. And I kept trying to tell Loki. I said, I don't know, Loki. This doesn't feel right. Whoever was healing me, whoever was giving me energy to make it through every day isn't here anymore. Loki didn't want to hear it. I love Loki, but he's not Mr. Everything. If you have chronic issues, you're usually going to find out what's going to work for you is going to have a team of gods. And each of them will specialize in something different. Odin's my healing base. Odin is Mr. Tell us what we don't want to hear. Odin's like, yeah, sure, you all dance and cheer when I go away, because then you don't have to listen. And so I got hell too. And, Loki is a good one for making sure we have fun and don't get too serious, and Odin's already looking around at the new decorations like, oh, the hell he says, how are you going to work with all this junk in your way, and so we're going to end up trying to be, what I would like, but also what makes Loki happy and what makes Odin happy. But Apollo says, you're having all these problems because you're pleasing everybody but yourself. You're pleasing Loki, or you're pleasing Odin, or you're pleasing your viewers. You don't ever try to please yourself, and then you wonder why you end up so miserable with these gods walking all over you. So Apollo gave me hell too. So, they're all back in International House of Awesome, and, look, he does this. He will get his way, he will get something from you, and then he doesn't want it. He wanted his game down so bad, he wanted Island Saver down so bad. It's ballwing. Well, yeah, because I'm not 20 years old and I don't have reaction time and I'm legally blind. How does he think I'm going to play an action game? Really slowly, that's how. And luckily, you can plod around this island really slowly or I wouldn't stand a chance. And, it's one of those things where I don't think he understands that, sometimes Loki indulges in wishful thinking, and I've seen him do it. If he just kind of feels that if he wants you to play enough, or he wants you to get good enough at something, it'll magically happen, and it doesn't. You either have talent for games, or you don't. You either are healthy or you're not. Now, a god can work on healing, but with Loki and I, that we don't have that component there where he's really strong in healing with me. The one who can usually do it is Odin, but he's a grumbly old bastard, and sometimes he don't feel like doing anything. I'm getting a sense of pride. And the thing is, as we were cleaning, not cleaning, as we were redecorating, I found the Valkyrie statue, which I thought we threw out, so I found that, and that's back in the bathroom. I found a tiny wolf puppet that I had gotten for Odin, and Odin growled that he wants his altar back, and he wants it back now, so they'll both do that. They're both really aggressive, and they'll both walk all over you, and I tend to be more passive, and I tend not to stand up for myself and stand my ground, or I stand my ground, and then we're fighting all the time. So we just have to learn how to find a balance. Odin is just, he split up with Loki. And I had blamed Odin for, like, a lot of issues that probably weren't Odin's fault, but Odin's used to getting blamed for everything, and Odin will start fights, and he will get nasty like Loki will. He will be out for blood when he starts a fight. And the maddening thing is he fights just like Loki. What he's fighting about is not what he's actually upset about. You may never know what he was upset about. So he was upset about something, and he took it out on personal stuff where he shouldn't have went there, but he's Odin, and he won't fight fair. He would be the guy that would throw sand in your eyes and kick you when you fell down. He fights dirty. He's not a principled fighter. I always see these guys posting this stuff on Pinterest about him being noble and true. I'm like, you've never worked with him, have you? He's a bastard. He usually gets pet names from his people, and they're usually curse words. He wants, he wants to do things that make an optimum environment for you to work in and live in. Loki's whimsical. I need to find out what I like between the two of them. I kind of do like adult stuff. I have pin boards of castles with nary a toy in sight. But I also like Loki's whimsical stuff. So, I think what's going to end up happening is I have to take over the decorating. And that's going to be something that's going to make them both whine, because neither one's going to fully get their way. But gods do tend to look at us and see themselves. I found that out. They tend to look at us and they see themselves, and sometimes they don't understand why that little tiny version of them doesn't do everything they do and isn't the same exact way they are. And, it's frustrating because you're not them. So, we'll probably be taking down some of the decorations. So, I do need to be able to move around the house. I can move around the house, but you know what I mean. I need to take a couple things down so we have just like a little more room. And look, he doesn't want his toys now anyhow. He got them all out. He had me set them all up, and most of them, the batteries were low in them, so I took batteries out today. That was really exciting. And now I don't want them because they're dumb and they're stupid. So I'd give him dumb and stupid. I'll hit him with a toy. So I think we all saw it coming. Odin's the one that can heal me. Odin's the one that keeps me propped up right in a chair. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I know we lost 10 people because he left. But in those 10 people aren't going to come back, because Odin and I are going to fight for all eternity. That's just how we get along. Same thing with Loki. But that's my personality. I'll let them walk all over me. I'll let them walk all over me, and then finally I'll stand up and I'll fight for myself, and we'll have a big old argument. I never have been good at setting up orders and parameters. I never will be, and they both know that, and they both take advantage. They know my personality by now. They've been with me my whole life. So yeah, the old man's back in. He gave Loki absolute hell, and he asked why the hell was I laying down, and what was wrong with me, and why was I this sick, and what the hell kind of, cure of humans is Loki, and how did you let her get like this, and god damn it, don't you know how to take care of a single human? So yeah. And I got it too, about, well, if you didn't give him everything he wanted, he wouldn't be this spoiled, and blah, 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 blah. So then I'm yelling back at both of them, you're exactly alike, shut up! I think the problem that none of us want to admit is all three of us are like, so I'm sorry, I know I still sound run down, but I really am still run down. It wasn't totally Odin's fault, it wasn't totally Loki's fault. It would fucking help if they didn't fight every 5 seconds, but, they will do that. They're gods. That's all Norse gods do is fight. I want to move to an island with nice gods. Gentle gods don't fight, but I got the fighty, feisty ones, and, it's hard. But, you know, that's usually this household, perpetual chaos. Loki gets his way, and then he's sad, and then everybody's back in, he's happy, and then he wants them out. He's never happy. He's never happy. He is like a toddler. He's like a toddler that wants their friends over, and then when their friends come over and they're mad and they're jealous of their friends because their friends touch their toys, so they want their friends to go home. That's Loki exactly. I love him, but he's a handful. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.